That is so much. Okay. It took a few scrolls. 1,200. 1,200. Dear Lord. I'm in the wrong business. Okay. I said I'd talk about it last time, so let's talk about it this time. For those of you who missed, like every once in a while, I'll be browsing the cesspool that is live stream fails. Live stream fails on occasion will have stuff that is interesting to look at, but a lot of times has interesting drama that is fun to talk about. So, let's talk about something that happened 3 days ago now. 3 days ago, I think. Yeah, 3 days ago. So, a couple of days ago, streamer's name. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go to the actual link. A couple of days ago, basically, someone is doing an unboxing stream. Kari. Yeah, Kari is doing an unboxing stream live, and stuff ensues. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, react to it, and then we'll read the comments as well. All right. Sorry for it being bright mode. I have no other way. I don't know how to make stuff dark. Usually I have something that automatically does it, but it's not working.
Wait, what? I bought Woody to Kari's address because Tonori was one of your... Oh, so this is for you? Wait, Grumbly, why would you do that? What the hell? Why?
You can see her face like literally sink in like the moment she realizes what's happening.
Why would you use my address?
I have this exact same desk, except for instead of the bars, I have like these pieces right here are just under the desk, and then I have a support beam in the center. So in the thing, if you can't read it, in the thing it says, she asked why did he do it? He says to save money, and then so I can gift more subs.
Okay,
but you can open is what he said. I don't get this part, because it's like, so you're sending stuff for you to her because your plan was to basically get her gift subs, and you're going, well, why don't I just send her stuff instead? And so you can see the other mods are what it said, like the another mod says, what are friends for?
That is some stalker mode type of thing. Don't do that, please.
I'm glad she says at the end. I'm sure like the rest of the stream, like maybe she addressed it. The rest of the stuff was taken down, so it's hard to like determine what else happened in the video. But I wanted to talk about this a bit because this has happened, like this has happened a few times on people's live streams, where basically while like during a live stream, somebody will open something, and a lot of times I would say like on like a guy's unboxing or like live unboxing or PO unboxing are pretty mild. I've seen like the guys ones are usually stuff like jokes or memes and stuff like that, but a lot of times with when these women have PO boxes, they'll open the craziest, most unhinged shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. So first one says he saved money so he can gift more subs. And it says, legit, if you have to be calculating things like I get a small drink instead of a medium drink, I'll have an extra $1 so I can put forward subs. You shouldn't be buying subs. Like subs are already kind of a gamified scam. You shouldn't really be gifting anyway, especially if you're so close to financial trouble you need to worry about shipping costs. So a lot of people what they'll do, And I've seen it happen in my chat myself, where they'll be like, oh, you know, like I can't afford a sub, or like donating my last $20. I want to be like seriously, like when, like in my stream it says don't donate, like understand it's not refundable, but also don't donate if you can't donate. Part of it, I think, is that where they're like, the idea in their head comes from a place of, let me do this because I can afford this better than I can afford this. But the way they did it is 100% masking a super creepy thing, which is why she said it was stalking, which is, let me do this and send it to her with the intention of, I'm going to pick it up from her home because now I know where she lives. Don't get me wrong, I am not blaming these women for getting these amount of subs. I respect the hustle, the fact that they're able to get these amounts of subs is fine. But I also understand that the majority of those top ranking gifters and bits givers and donations is coming from men who are expecting something out of it. And that's usually, for the most part, it's probably just people who want just small bits of attention. But I would say a lot of those really high gifters are the unhinged folks, just like this person who gifts on live streams with the expectation of, I'm going to find something out about this streamer, or I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to go to their house and I'm going to find out stuff about them. That's what I think about. That's what I think about whenever I think about it. I'm pretty sure the guy was memeing because he saw that she was creeped the fuck out. No, pretty sure he also said it to guilt her into not being upset at him. Watch a little further the VOD, he brings up buying shit and gifting subs like 3 times within the next few minutes. I think if he bought more stuff to her, it's just to disguise, like, oh, I just kidding. But guaranteed he did that initially to try to either guilt her into doing something for him or to find something out about her that's super unhinged. This mod doesn't even seem genuinely apologetic, as if you watch further, he was already very emotional from the situation. The mod said, maybe I should just leave. I do everything wrong anyways. I've seen tons of people like this in chats where it's like, the moment like you get after them for something like this, like, hey, this is actually fucked, like you wouldn't do this in a normal situation, don't do it here, and they back off, but then they also like go into this self-deprecating mode where they're like, oh, nothing I ever do is right, this is just another thing I've done. He has her home address and you think his best first reaction is to demod him. Sounds extremely dangerous to be actually. I mean, like, what do you do in these situations though? What do you do in these situations? Why wouldn't you demod someone like this? If you leave them as a mod, you're just enabling them. Or 2, if you're allowing it to continue on, you're just allowing people to do like abuse like knowing what your address is. I don't know if this was this person's direct home address, but it sounds like it was. Even if it's no longer parasocial, it's still a fake relationship. In a relationship, you'd expect people to be doing things for each other, whereas with him, it's pretty one-directional, where he's the only one spending time and money to support her. I wouldn't say it's that either. Like, whenever someone's streaming, if you're getting entertainment from it, then that's what you're supposed to be getting from it. If you're supporting in the guise of they owe me something, then that's all on you, not on the streamer. Now, a lot of people get the wrong idea because their link trees go straight to their OnlyFans pages and their top donators are, expecting pics in their DMs or videos in their DMs. But that's all one-sided on their side, where it's like misguided. I blame the shrimps. Wait, is the S word still banned on Twitch? I don't know. think you're safe to say simp. I think you're safe to say it. I know a guy talks so much shit because he was a mod for all these huge channels, called all these streamers friends because he was in discords with them and shit, goes to TwitchCon alone, can't get into parties, none of them want to hang out with him, seems totally disinterested even at the con, but he continues to act like they are cool, and he believes he just started streaming himself. He'd be like a 1-2K Andy easy, back to his connection delusion of all of them. Honestly, I think there's a lot of people who mod with this intention, where it's like being connected to the streamer is their in. And I like, honestly, if that's something that the streamer allows naturally, I don't think it's a problem. I just think there's a lot of people who go like, let me find a way to leech off of this person somehow. And I think the problem is, besides being a mod, they don't have anything that they provide in their own personal streams. And I think that's an issue. It's like, you can learn a lot from being a mod, but I think it's important to learn what you can provide, not trying to mimic what somebody else does. So, I mean, sharing viewers is natural within the space. It's a very niche space. Twitch is still a very niche space, so it's still very understandable that it's easy to share like a viewership or a community in some sort of way and be able to be like build a small success from it. But I think as for female streamers, the demographic of mods is almost 99% dudes that think they can get some attention or sex from the female streamer if they devote enough time and energy. 100% I think this is true. Maybe not necessarily sex, but like 100% attention or something. They're 100%. It's simps. It truly is simps. I think that with these streamers, they attract it because they limit, basically, like, for the moment that they can, they'll dono wall any sort of attention, and some people, that makes them want to dono more. Like, they basically went, this person's getting attention through this, and they cut off any other avenues of reaching them. And then people go, well, that means I need to donate more. It's not only parasocial men. Look at one of the biggest streamers, XQC, literally flied in his head mod to smash her and sent her back home to do more free work. I don't know anything about SCC in that regard. I don't usually mind mods, but it weirds me out to see a small, medium-sized streamer who mods are all huge gifters too. Basically just the mod status. Yeah, it's like, I think if you were to look at the mods of a lot of these female streamers, a lot of them are also their top givers. So the only reason they're mods is basically like, it's like a hierarchy of gifting. $200 on gift subs or $200 at the strip club, at least to see some titties in 3D. Yeah, I mean, however you spend your money is however you spend your money. I think the problem is people who spend their money gifting to people, and then they got like a wife and kids at home, and they're like gifting money in these streamers chats to like get some attention, because like their wife won't give them any attention or any sort of like romance. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's big unfortunate. So now streamer mods are clearly worse off since it's extremely common for them to have gifted and donated lots, so they're basically paying for work for free. I can understand why a female streamer would make them mod, because it's like, it's almost like cutting someone off at the friend zone. It's saying like, you're a moderator, cutting it off there. Like, this is the max you can get, you know, friendship. I'm a friend zone it. But I think some people think that means like elite status, and then they'll start like culling other simps in the chat as well. It's a whole game, honestly. It's a whole game. It's a whole mess. It's a lot to deal with. I really hope that person who was demodded doesn't lash out in any sort of way. I've heard of things like that happening. It's very unfortunate, very sad. I really hope that that's not the case here. But crazy, crazy stuff. Parasocial people be parasocialing. That's crazy. So